Yo YouTube, what's crackin' like a jack and smack, and it's Wolfman for video. Today we will be looking at my lineup for the first time in Madden Ultimate Team. I've made a lot of videos of me, opening up these packs, getting these elites, getting these double elites, the all journey pack, even the captain cards I got, Dominique Rogers, Kamadi, you know that, Sam Shields, you know that, I picked up TJ McDonald. So yeah, so we're gonna be taking a look at my team now, the offense and the defense. So obviously everyone starts with the offense, and I only start with the offense because the defense is where it's at. So as you know, we got Evan Mathis from the elite packs, Marcus Ponce, Brooks, and who is this, Smith, Andre Smith. Yeah, these guys are all my elite linemen, and I can't trade them. So Evan Mathis is actually now on the Denver Broncos, I believe. Yeah, he's on the Denver Broncos, so that's crazy. Eagles lost one of their best linemen. They still got Jason Peters. They still got a good offensive line. But man, I wish they would have kept Evan Mathis. But it's all good. At tight end, we got Luke Wilson starting, from the Seattle Seahawks. I like him. He's 6'5", I believe. He's got that speed, and he's a good target. I've always been using him in my team for a long time now. Even in Madden 15, I used him. And at quarterback, of course, we got Tony Romo. I'm trying to get Tyrod Taylor because Tyrod Taylor's on my fantasy team, and I want to do a fantasy lineup. I got Calvin Johnson on my fantasy team. I got DeMarco Murray, Deshaun Jackson. It would be cool to have a fantasy lineup in the game and to use them. But that needs a lot of coins. I only have 128,000 coins right now, so we're going to need a lot more coins. So yeah, Tony Romo at quarterback, accurate QB. He's been doing good for me so far. His throw deep could be better because 87, I don't know, it's either I think it might be his throwing power, because when he throws the ball down deep, it's just not accurate, and it's always like either overthrown, underthrown. I mean, he's not really the greatest deep pocket passer, but I don't know. I like him so far. And at wide receiver, we got Jordy Nelson, who I got from the pack. I could sell this card, but Jordy Nelson is good. He's got that release, which I like. So that's why I still have Jordy Nelson on the team. And Antonio Brown, of course, his card will decrease somewhere in October this month, because this is the playmaker card I got. So yeah. Third wide receiver, we got Marcus Colston from the Saints, Allen Robinson from the Jaguars, and then wide receiver number 5 is Andre Johnson. Maybe I should switch with Allen Robinson. I think has a higher release than Andre Johnson, and that's the reason I have it. And at halfback, we have Lamar Miller still, 92 speed, so he has the same speed as Jamal Charles. Doesn't have the trucking, but Lamar Miller's been getting the job done. Backup is Denard Robinson from the Jaguars, Chris Johnson, who's not with the Jets anymore, he's with the Cardinals, and Giovanni Bernard at number 4. Now, it's time to look at the team, part of my team where I invested heavily in, and that's the defense. Now, I don't even know where to start on this defense, but let's start with the defensive line. First starter, defensive line, Ndamukong Suh, and this guy is he's on the Miami Dolphins now. He is a force to be reckoned with. His strength is ridiculous in this game, actually. He has like a 96 strength, 95 power move, 91 pursuit, and he still has a 74 speed. And then we got Kyle Williams as the second defensive tackle, 90 strength. The thing about Kyle Williams is he has a very high play rec, 94 play rec, and then look at his awareness, 95 awareness. So that's gotta mean something on the defensive line. And then we got Jarrell Casey. He's got some pretty good strength as well as a right end, 91 strength, 71 speed, not better than the Kansu, of course, but still solid. And then Tamba Hali is a card I got from the double elite pack, but I also got Levante David from the double elite pack. So I'm like, you know what? Let me put Tamba Hali at left end, and he's rated to 80, but Tamba Hali has a 91 strength, 75 speed. He's basically, one of those outside linebackers who plays off the edge. He rushes off the edge, so you can see he has pretty good moves, man. I mean, look at this. If you really compare these stats, I mean, they got the same power moves. Holly's got better finesse, better play rec, better speed, and only 5 less strength, and only 8 less block shed. He can play there. Now let's go to the linebackers now. Levante David, obviously a solid linebacker. Top 100 players in the NFL last season. 85 speed, great. 97 tackle, great. Play rec is great. Pursuit's great. Power is good enough for me. So for his strength, could be better. But that's why we got the other linebackers. Michael Kendricks has a 90 speed, man. That is crazy. He is 6 feet. So I understand these are not the tallest linebackers. I guess that might be the only downfall. They're not the tallest linebackers. But yeah, listen, man. Michael Kendricks is a great, solid captain card. Picked him up for about 122K. And Derrick Brooks, man, he is the heart of the linebacker defense. I mean, this dude, 89 speed. Everything is just great about this guy. He could play coverage. He could play man. He could play everybody. He's the guy I want on the field all the time in that defense. Now, taking a look at the secondary, let's start from the back. Glover Quinn. I didn't do the Styles challenge, so I didn't get the Tony Romo and the Glover Quinn. But I was like, this card was going for back then was going for like 48K. So I was like, what the hell? Let me pick this card up. 92 speed, 93 XL. He's 6 feet, 90 play rec, 94 zone coverage, 76 man coverage. He's got a good hit power awareness. Catching's at 81. I mean, 94 jumping. And then look at his stamina. What's his stamina? 96 stamina. Like 88 press. Like, I don't understand people selling this card for so cheap and trying to get other free safeties. In my opinion, other than maybe Steve Atwater and Charles Woodson, he's the best free safety in the game right now. Any zone defense and man defense, that matches my play style. So I don't understand why people are even selling that card for like really low. And then we got TJ McDonald, who's a beastly free safety, strong safety, excuse me. 88 speed, 94 XL. You see the zone coverage at 86, but the 94 hit power is where it comes in handy. Compared to my other cards, they don't really have that much hit power. And even though he doesn't have the greatest catching, I need my strong safety to be a hard hitter. I was going after Cam Chancellor, but Cam Chancellor goes for too much, man. I don't think Cam Chancellor's worth like over 200K, and that's the same thing for any card in this game. Richard Sherman, JJ Watt, I don't feel like cards like that are worth 200K to me. I don't know. But Dominique Rogers, Cromartie, Sam Shields, and Richard Sherman are all cards going for like 200K, 190K, 160K and above. So that's kind of crazy that I have all these cards. But we've completed the sets for Sam Shields and Dominique Rogers, Cromartie. And yeah, these cards are beasts. I decided to put Dominique Rogers, Cromartie, starting at cornerback for me as my first cornerback because he has the speed unlike Richard Sherman, and he still has the height as Richard Sherman. So that's why Rogers, Cromartie is #1, even though his press is kind of weak. Everything else is good. Looking at Richard Sherman now, Richard Sherman is a very great cornerback. He is an elite cornerback in this game. Probably got one of the best stats in cornerback because zone coverage, press, and man coverage and play rec, they're all great. If he only had like a 90 speed, he would have been perfect, and his height and his catching. So he's good. And Sam Shields at the nickel cornerback position, I like that because he's 5'11", he could get in there, he's fast, he's gonna be good enough to get to the blocks and stuff, and get to the running back if we need him to stop the run. And his block shed, I think his block shed is what is all right. I'll probably pass it yet. 36 is not the greatest block shedding for a quarterback at the nickel, but we'll deal with it. And then Gilmore at the 4th and Miller at the 5th. So yeah, defense looking pretty good, offense looking solid, and my team's at 87 overall. I got Chris Johnson returning kicks and punts because he does a good job. Bo Jackson's not gonna be my third running back anymore. I gotta change that. But anyways, YouTube, stay tuned for more. Leave a like in the description for the first Madden Ultimate Team game, and I'm out. Peace.